I can't wait. I said no. Oh, I can't wait, no. I can't wait. I said no. Oh, I can't wait, no. I can't wait. I said no. Oh, I can't wait, no.
Glad and honored to have you all with us this evening. So Isaiah, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, Isaiah and Jude. Thank you so much for joining us. And just tell us your story. Introduce yourself. We appreciate that.
So, like you said, I am Isaiah and he is Jude, and my wife is Rose, and we have 3 other kids: Klinsman, Denzel, and Rena Lisa. Yeah, so we have 18-year-old, 14, he is 11, and then
middle child,
and then 5-year-old Rena, baby girl. Yeah. So, and we live in Aurora, Colorado.
uh-huh.
Yeah. So, I'm originally from Ghana, West Africa.
I am born and bred in America.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yes. So that's what they always do. They always correct us. That we don't say it this way, we say it that way. I'm okay. So they always correcting us on our English, but that's fine. Yeah. So they are all born here, and my wife was the one who came in first, and she had to go through the process for like 5 years for her to become a citizen, and then another 2 years, for mine also to go through to come over. So in Ghana, I've been playing the drums since I was a kid, because my dad told me that anytime, every Sunday we get home from church, he will see all the drumsticks in my clothes. And what I do is I play it when he's playing some song or music with his tape. I'll be hitting it, playing on it, and breaking it all the time. So I've been playing the drums for a while. And when the chance came for us to come over here, I'm like, okay, well, from Africa to a very good country, then I will maybe play on a bigger stage, play the drums professionally, everything. But
he couldn't.
Again, I couldn't do that, because when you come, the rest of the family members are, looking up to you to support them, because things are not that great over there. Not a lot of people have jobs. And even if they have, they pay some meager salaries, So I think immediately I got off the plane. I think 2 weeks, my documents came. And so 3 months time, I started working 2 jobs, sending money home, helping them. So I did not get a chance to rehearse and, further my dream of playing the drums professionally on a big stage. So then I'm like, okay, then I think these kids will do it. They are born and bred here. There is a lot of opportunities. So I bought lots of instruments and kept it in the basement: keyboard, bass, guitar, drums.
Mm-hmm.
So
even acoustic.
Yeah.
But not electric.
So I started nurturing them here and there. So he is a very good drummer. He started playing the drums, and I teach them at home. I take them to church every time with me. Whenever I'm playing at church, they are all around me at where the musicians are. So he started picking it up. They all started doing that. And so long story short, he became a good drummer. He plays the drums even way better than I do. And so one day, I was at the living room watching the news, and then I heard somebody playing some music on the keyboard in the basement. So I took my phone, went down there, and it was him. And I'm like, Jude, play that again, let me see. So he did.
He was like, what?
And I recorded him. And since then, I will see him watching how to operate these professional keyboards, the synthesizers, on his iPad. I watched him for a while. So one day I called him and I'm like, Jude, what are you looking at? He said, I'm learning how these keyboards function, how you can operate them. So I said, do you want that one? And he said yes. So I took his iPad from him, filled the forms up, and then I called him to come and hit place order.
I was so excited.
He was screaming everywhere. So I bought him that first keyboard. That time it was, I think, $1,500.
No, $1,000.
They reduced it. Okay. So I got that for him. And he just took off because he watches people on YouTube, and then whatever skills he sees, he gets onto the keyboard and then just work on it. But I think as a dad, the most important thing is about sacrificing everything. When I say everything, those times I was working at the nursing home as a CNA. My wife is a nurse, but I was a CNA. So I go to work night, get home in the morning, and they still even having all those instruments at home. They still wanted to go to Guitar Center to check out the new stuff over there. And looking at a CNA who, walks around all night checking call lights and everything, I will be so tired, but I'm still like, well, because of them, I have to sacrifice my sleep and my time, take them to Guitar Center. They will try their hands on all the new stuff. Just for trying sake, I'll be sitting down watching them and then bring them back home. So it takes a lot of, nurturing and sacrifice. You sacrifice a lot for them, especially he was born premature and he had a lot of complications. He had heart surgery when he was, I think, 2-3 months old. He was eating through his nose with tube, and most of the time he will pull it out. We go to the emergency room, they put it in, we come home, he pulls it out. So
why would I pull it out?
It was tough because you didn't know what you were doing. So they later on decided to then put it in his stomach, which they did. And again, to the sacrifice part that we have to do as, dads, he had a lot of therapies to do, speech, occupational, behavior, and he still does them. He's still a patient at the Children's Hospital, Colorado, the special care clinic. And so it was tough, but I realized that as a dad figure, if you or they see you involved in their lives 100%, it helps them a lot.
And I'm getting stronger.
Yeah, it helps them a lot. So that's what we've been doing until he picked up all this talent that has now taken him to, I think, the whole world right now.
Boom.
Yeah.
You're muted.
Thanks, Jude. Appreciated that. So we're going to open up the conversation. Some of the dads might have some questions. I've been watching your YouTubes and your different interviews of what you're doing, and it's just great to have you with us this evening. So any of the dads have any questions, comments, anything they want to chime in? We have some educators on the call, some teachers, some administrators, and not all of us are dads yet. Ishmael, you want to start off? Yes, thanks. Go ahead, Ishmael.
Sure. Isaiah, Jude, thank you for joining us. Quick question. How do you balance Jews being real popular and keeping them focused in school?
Yeah, so we have something in the house or in our home that goes like, we are friends. I'm not a father, we are friends. But that's when everybody is doing things right, especially when it comes to school. I make sure that when it's homework time, you are not playing. You are doing your homework because they know that school comes first. And when your grades are up and you are doing great at school, no troubles, no nothing at school, not any bad report from school, I give them a lot of incentives. I make them choose whatever they want. They can even choose what restaurant they want. Okay, my grades are up, good GPA. I want to go to Red Lobster. I will go through the pain to take them. So when it comes to school stuff, homework, concentrate on it. When you are done, it's good. Your grades are good. Play all you want, and you get all the pampering you want. Yeah.
Great. Anyone else have? Rakeem, you have something? I see you smiling there.
Oh man, I got on the tail end of it, so I kind of briefly, know what he's doing. But man, the energy together is amazing. And what's your son's name?
Jude.
Jude. Oh, got it, man. You are amazing, man. Yeah, man. His energy is just is amazing, man. He's yeah, you're gonna be a world changer, man. Like you've been here before. Nice to meet you guys, man. Keep up the good work. All right.
So Isaiah, how do you balance, all the kids? I mean, here's Jude like becoming super famous and getting out there, and how do you balance the attention of all the other kids and their interests?
Yes, it's I give all of them equal attention because they all have what they do, and especially, and they don't have one stuff. Like Denzel is a drummer and he's still a football player. So I will take Jude to. So again, here comes the sacrifice part, and it's 100%. It's tough to be truthful. It's really hard and tough. But I have something in mind that I want them to be up there, be at the top. So I will go through all that to do to support them. Denzel plays the football, and when it's his season, I just have to schedule Jude's appointment or his show at a time that I can take Denzel to his game too. And his game, playing at that level, sometimes they have, not sometimes, all the time they have games everywhere. Today we are in Castle Rock. Next week, Saturday, we are in Lesotho. The next week, we are in Centennial. I will take him, sit with him. His game is done. Bring him, turn around and take Jude too. And then take the baby girl also sings. She started ballerina too. I'm just running around everywhere.
It's a balance.
Yeah.
Love it. I love it. I love it.
And that's why I have, I have 2 jobs, and then I just recently got Amazon delivery too, because let's say when we had to go to Hollywood, for instance, it was for a couple of days. We came back, we had a program with Denver 7 News too. So I have to make work. So that's when I picked up my 3rd job, so that when I take him to his programs, then I come back and then, okay, now I missed my 2 jobs. Okay, I have to do delivery, Amazon delivery too, So it's tough, but God has been our help. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I have a question. How you guys doing?
Good.
Good. Jude, you did an awesome job on that piano, man. Awesome. That I wanted to know, you talk so much. I know you pour a lot of yourself into your kids. It shows, and how you speak about them and the things that you do to sacrifice for them. I want to know, I know at times it's like, man, I'm doing a lot and I'm tired, or, I just want to break. What are some of the things that you do for yourself that you might say, you know what, I want to take a break? What are some of your interests?
I for with all this running around and all those stuff, I still take time to pray a lot and fast a lot. So God really grants me the strength, because it's not about even taking them to their programs alone. Immediately I get home from work, and maybe my wife is at work or she's busy. She owns a home health agency. It's new, so it makes her run around a lot. So let's say I get home and somebody called in, she had to go fill in. I know I have to wash my hands get to the kitchen, cook for them. Aside that, as I'm cooking, I'm doing laundry. So God has been my source of help, because I get home from work and I do all that. And then at night, when they are sleeping, after ironing their clothes, because I want them to be up there all around, because I check, iron their clothes, everything, make sure I know what clothes everybody is wearing to school, so they are looking good and all that, ironed everything and check. So the times that I take to rest is when they all are asleep. Even that one is for just a couple hours, because when they all go to bed, that's when I get to pray a lot and commit everything to God, saying that without your help, all this won't, matter. All this won't do anything. And so it's been God's help, because 3 days out of the week, I also take the time to, fast at least 6 to 12. So one day out of Monday to Friday, and then the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, which of course Jude also, they all do it. Most of the Sundays, they're like, we are fasting with your dad and mom. We're also not drinking nor eat, so it's 12 o'clock. So it's tough. God has just been our help till this time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So Isaiah, raising, kids in this culture, I know that it brings its own challenges, and I hear your spiritual, being a man of faith, but how do you prepare your children to navigate in this culture?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I advise them, whatever going on out there, I sit them down and let them know, hey, you know what's going on. You see it. Sometimes I even call them and show them what is happening on TV. Look at what is going on. So that's why I'm telling you guys, when you go to school, somebody does something, call your teacher and leave it to them. All we know is we're just gonna keep praying, and God will just keep us safe and see us through. So I sit them down and talk to them, make them aware that they should be careful out there in school, everywhere. Yeah, so.
You're keeping open communication with them, which I feel is so important, and as they get exposed to various things, that is not even culture lining up with the culture of Ghana. I mean, the culture here is so different, and the things that they're going to be exposed to. So tell me of one of the outstanding interviews you all had. That was like,
The Kelly Clarkson show interview.
Yeah. So we first did the very first interview with Denver 7 News. And when that aired, one of their viewers saw it, and he bought him that grand piano he was playing in the video that he showed. And after that, I think we've done all the local news stations, Fox 31, 9 News, CBS Morning Show. So CBS News sent reporters from New York with Steve Hartman, on the run with Steve Hartman.
On the road.
On the road. On the road with Steve Hartman. So they came from New York, and they did a story with him. They posted it on their Facebook, and I think within a week it was over 1 million, almost 2 million views. And we've done lots of radio interviews, and I think last 2 weeks, Saturday, Kelly Clarkson sent her manager and his team. They were here the whole of that weekend doing some tapings with him and everything, because he's going to go back. And we have a couple of big ones lined up, which he said I should keep it a secret. So
he's the manager, so he's a star. You gotta go abide by his request.
He said my name to, he's changing my name to what? Jude Jr. I'm his assistant. I'm like, okay, sir. But we have, I think this one I can tell them, one of the organizations in LA, is making plans to fly him down there come this summer so that he will headline with Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
So
Jude, I have a question for you. Ready for my question? Okay. So what's your relationship? I understand that you have a music teacher. How's that going?
Good.
What do you like about it?
He's teaching me all the that stuff, how to read music,
Nice.
which I'm
How's that going?
good.
Good. That's great. Yeah. Anyone else have any questions? Hey, good to see you, Kurt.
Hey, Brother Isaiah.
yes, sir.
First of all, thank you. I'm glad to hear you from Ghana. Kwame Nkrumah was a personal hero of mine, so I studied him in depth for years, and he's a personal hero. So that's fabulous. You've been blessed with a talented group of kids. I feel like I need to call you Mr. Jackson. But how do you manage to nurture and encourage that once you discover that they have those gifts? How did you manage to just continue to nourish that and encourage them along the way?
So again, if you are done with your homework and everything, I will make sure, okay, now, for instance, I will make sure, did you practice? How many minutes did you practice? And it's not like pushing them or anything. I just kind of remind them, hard work pays. When you practice more, you gain a lot of experience. So I chip in here and there to them. Like the drama, for instance, Denzel, how many hours have you practiced this week? This song, did you work on it? So I just, chip in here and there as a form of supervisor. Make sure you practice. Don't forget. Make sure you do this. So
He's not pushing us. He's just reminding us.
Yeah. Yeah. Because Jude, for instance, again, I sometimes let's take this morning, for instance. He has some huge gigs lined up. So he's been doing that, but this morning he got up and was playing something different. So I'm like, that when you have a homework and you don't do it, you are in trouble, right? Like just like school homework. So he got that, and then he went back to doing that again. He said I should keep them secret. So, but he has some huge programs lined up in Hollywood. So I'm like, yeah, you have to work on those songs before you can do your free thing, play your own stuff. So I've just been chipping in here and there to help them, just to remind them that you have to be practicing. Yeah.
One other thing. I'm an educator as well. And have you, I know sometimes teachers, when we're dealing with students who have some of the celebrity status, they can be a little resistant, trying to kind of keep them from feeling too special. Have you had had to deal with anything like that?
God has been so good that there are schools, especially Jude, his principal and assistant, all the school authorities are all in on that. They support him so much that now Cherry Creek School District has granted him the gifted and talented status. So what the principal told me is, because of that, he can do whatever he wants, go to all the shows he wants. When he comes back, the principal lets all his teachers know that Jude will be out. So when he comes back, this is the way we're going to do to help him catch up. So they've really been supportive, especially his principal. He makes sure he tells all the teachers Jude is out. So when he comes back, there's the plan to help him catch up, to help him do all those stuff. So they've been helping him a lot. And should I tell them this too? Next week he's getting next week Saturday, he's getting a congressional and presidential award with the I think Colorado Board of Educators, Black Board of Educators for the Black History Celebration.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Can I ask the question?
It's so awesome. Awesome.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead,
Joaquin.
Oh, now I'm getting the story. The story's coming together now, man. It's amazing. And Jude, man. So I have a question. How old are you?
11 years old.
11.
6th grade.
6th grade?
Uh-huh.
Wow, nice. And how did you learn how to play the piano?
I just discovered it.
You just discovered it?
Yeah.
Wow, nice.
He's self-taught. He did it all by himself.
Wow. So do you feel like you've done it? It just came naturally to you, like you did it before or something?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, man, that's awesome. And you know what? I'm not a celebrity and never been a celebrity. So tell me, how does that feel when you're playing for a whole lot of people?
Awesome.
It does?
Spectacular.
Wow. So it gives you great joy and energy.
Uh-huh.
It gives you great joy, like makes you happy doing it.
Yes.
Wow.
Obviously,
That's awesome.
he's natural. I mean, he's anointed. He's gifted. I mean, like,
Yeah.
it's a divine gift. It's a gift. It's a gift. Wow, that's awesome.
One of the hotel chains in America is having the award show in Puerto Rico. So they also finalizing plans to send us down there so he can go and perform over there. Yeah.
Puerto Rico.
And again, those huge ones, you will hear it, you will see it. That's all unfold because we have to be in Hollywood come this March and April for some two big shows. And again, he's writing his song now. So,
yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome, Brother George.
Yes.
You're muted.
Jude, what's going on, big guy? So I got to tell you, you got to be one of the coolest 11-year-olds I've ever met, and you got the coolest glasses. So I got to ask you a question. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Who's your biggest inspiration?
God.
Wow. Okay. I like that. I like that. Good answer, Jude. See, keep on that path. You're gonna keep on, young brother. Keep it on. So to me, you're 11 years old, but you seem like you have an 80-year-old soul. that little guy's been here before.
That's what everybody says.
Yeah, Jude, I love your spirit. I love your joy. It's definitely the joy of the Lord, which is great. So it's powerful. Craig.
Guys, how you doing, everyone? First off, good evening.
Good evening.
I love this young man, man. He hope my son definitely embodies the spirit like yourself. He's already amazing, but you're an amazing young man. I have one question for you, young man. Given your talents, I may have missed it maybe, but who is your favorite composer? Who inspires you, when you play?
Did you say Bach?
No,
Bach?
lots of them. Lots of them.
Lots.
Give me two who really stand out, though. I'm curious. I mean, you can say the basic Beethoven or Mozart, but anyone besides the household names?
Especially the gospel composers, C.C. Winans and Tasha Cobbs.
Wow. Special young man. C.C. Winans too as well. Awesome, brother. Awesome. Really amazing. I'm inspired too. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe you could teach me how to play the piano. I'll tell you that much.
So Isaiah, we live in a very capitalist society. Are you concerned of how to monetize? Are they going to try to monetize? make money off of this, or is someone going to steal his talent? Is that any concern that you have? I mean, that's just American culture here.
Yeah, so first of all, his videos, actually, I started making those videos as homemade videos and put them there. So, yeah, so now I think what we are doing is, again, I've been doing all this out of all those jobs that I've been doing and credit cards and everything. So now that we have the exposure, we have some stuff lined up coming. So the man that bought him the piano said, I think there will be a time that we will need an agent.
Yeah.
So we are still waiting to see. We've had some offers because his album, for instance, they asked him who does he want to sing, and he mentioned Kelly Clarkson and Cissy Winans and John Legend. So I think what they are all doing right now, when the time comes and they ask us what we want, I think that's when maybe we'll see what we will do. But yeah.
I gotta say something really quickly here, young man. Has anyone heard of Avery Dixon? No. So he's a young fellow like yourself. He's a little bit older. I think he's maybe like 19 now. So he's got a few years on you, but he started playing when he was your age, and he's an extremely amazing saxophone player. I think he won America's Got Talent. And he's
Yeah,
I think you'd be great. I think it would be so solid if you could reach out to him. And I think it'd be easy to reach him because he's very personable on his YouTube page, Avery Dixon. I could put it in the chat, and you guys do some kind of collab. I think it would be super dope. I think it would actually be great.
Avery Dixon.
Yes, Avery Dixon. Type in Avery Dixon.
Okay. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming because, like I said, he wants me to keep some of those big ones secret, but we are there. We're just waiting. I think March. They already gave us the dates and everything to go to Hollywood. So I think this time we're going to meet lots of people, and you all get to see it. Again, my boss said I should keep them secret, so we will link up with him. But there's some huge stuff in the works. Yeah.
In the books.
Especially he's working seriously with a group of people with his album coming out and everything. So
nice. Yeah, and you don't want to get fired, Isaiah. You want to make sure you keep your job.
I know, right?
Hey, Brother George.
He's still hired.
So as Mike was saying, Isaiah, I think that is we all know how disgusting this world could be in regards to the capitalism of things, right? And just from experience, my daughter herself, she started singing around 9, I want to say, getting noticed around 9 to about 11, 12 years old. Be very careful, brother. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people out there that see their own agenda. So I will tell you off the bat, if you are getting an agent, or anybody is trying to be an agent, please don't let them scam you, and please don't, let it be known you're not doing no more. They get no more than at most 15, 20%. There's a lot of people that will sit there and try to give you 10% and they get 90% or whatever. So and on top of that too, be very aware of those who try to change his image and do certain things that try to make him more presentable in their eyes to the media. So but you're doing a great job. It seems like he is happy. That's the most important thing. Please do not let him dry out of that. A lot of people will try to take the children and make them work, and once it stops being fun, it's no longer worth doing. So
we won't do that.
There you go, big guy. There you go. Keep
so much for that advice. Somebody also, that's the man who bought the piano, said the same thing, that especially when somebody kindly said, "Oh, take this money for 5 years," no, always the rule of thought is, okay, how about 1 year and then we will review it afterwards, you know. So and again, like I just let him do his own thing as free as he wants. Anything comes, yeah, no pressure, no nothing. Yeah,
great. And that's the best thing, you know. As he gets older, things may change, right? He may not have the passion no more. But as long as it stays fun, and that was what happened with my daughter. You know, she did the garden, she did Apollo. Once she hit middle school, she started being aware that the attention she was getting, everybody around her wasn't. So she's very humble. Her real name is Modesty. And that's exactly what she was. And, you know, for the most part, it stopped being fun. So, you know, you're doing a great job. Keep on playing, young man. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep wearing those cool glasses. You're the coolest person I know.
Thank you. Thanks, George. Ishmael?
Yeah, Isaiah, Jude, thank you for your time. We really appreciate it. Jude, I love you, G man. You're so awesome. You're awesome. Isaiah, can you tell us the scenario where if any of your kids were bullied in school and how did you deal with it?
I don't know. I haven't seen any bullying yet or anything of that sort. But let's say they come home from school. Somebody like my daughter, for instance, came home from school, and I got an email from the teachers that somebody spat on her face and all those stuff. So one thing I always tell them is tell your dad everything that happens and then let them do what they want. So it's just the same thing I've been doing with them. Whatever happens to them in school, I just sit them down, talk to them, make sure that they are not at fault, and then just leave the rest to them, you know, because.
Well, an example was today.
Today what happened?
I probably shouldn't say. Denzel will tell you.
With Denzel or you?
No. A 7th grader did something.
A 7th grader did something? Okay, but not you or Denzel, right? Oh, okay.
No, I think Denzel will tell you.
Okay.
Because I probably shouldn't say. Yeah. It's not good.
Look like Dad has some referee work to do and investigation to do. Brother Isaiah, we really appreciate your time. And Jude, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Do you have any final words that you want to share with us? We will definitely be following you, Jude, and wish you well. Keep up the good work. We're really proud of you. You make us look good. So Isaiah.
Yeah, he has and Jude Keys Official is the same thing on Instagram and all those social media handles.
JUDEKEKYZOFFICIAL.
We'll be following you, Jude.
And I started because we've been going to, even this Saturday, he's playing at the Rocky Mountain Hospital for Children, where he did his heart surgery. So I thought of, again, I will miss work and take him and all that. So when the man bought him the piano, he wanted something that he will use to file his taxes. So that's when it happened that at first I wanted to get that letter from our church, but they said it would be a long process because he has to donate it to the church. And so long story, we have one of the guys in the Ghanaian community who is an accountant created his own foundation for him. So Jude Keys Official Foundation, so that when we get any money donated, then we can do more of going to the hospitals. We already played at Children's Hospital for the Ryan Seacrest Studios.
Where I was treated.
Yeah. So the families there came around, some in the same situation that he used to be with the tubes. And we're talking to them, encouraging them, you know, our experience and the word of God to encourage them. And I'm doing that. I've been doing that all out of my pocket. So he has that foundation. And again, for people to subscribe to his channel and follow him on his social media handles.
I already have 16,000 subscribers.
YouTube,
That's awesome. We're definitely going to subscribe to you, Jude. God's blessings upon you, and Isaiah, God bless you, and you just keep doing what you're doing. You know, we're really, really proud of you. Really proud of. Keep on.
And thank you all the leadership and everybody too for having us. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I know you have father duties to do, so we're not going to keep you any longer. Anyone have any last words they want to say to Brother Isaiah and Jude before they sign off? Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you all. God bless you all so much.
Bye, Jude.
Thank you.